Now inside the body, let us see how we can display different elements. We'll start with the heading of the page. The tags h1 to h6 are used for headings of different sizes, with h1 being the biggest in size and h6 being the smallest. Since we are writing the heading of the page, we are using the biggest size, that is h1 here. So, let the heading be Experiences of a Traveler. This is how we write it. Start tag, content and close tag. Now, let's put a picture of some traveler to give the page some aesthetic feel. For this, we need to find the image and save it in the folder that contains the HTML document. This makes defining the path of the image easy. So here, we have a picture that we want to use and we save this in the folder called HTML. This is the same folder we created to save the HTML document. Now, let us define the image tag. So here, we open the image tag. Now, image is not a part of the written document, so it cannot come here, but it needs to come as part of the attribute of the tag. So we write it like this. So here, img is the tag, src is the attribute which refers to source, and here in double quotes we define the value of this attribute. For image source, we give the path of the image here. Then close the double quotes and close the angle brackets, and now write the closing tag. Now, save the document again and refresh the tab in the browser which has this page and see the output. It looks like this. Now let's say we want the image to be smaller or bigger in size. For this, we can add more attributes in the image tag. So if we go back to the HTML document, let's add the width and height attribute here. The values can be written in pixels or in percentage. And if you refresh the browser tab once again, you can see the changes. Keep trying till you get the size that you want for the image. Now let's jump to the content of our page. Let's give a subheading for this section and call it A Trip to Rishikesh. Wow. Now let us write the content inside this, and for that we need to format the content in paragraphs. So let's use the paragraph tag. The P tag stands for paragraph, and whatever you write inside this will be in one paragraph. This way you can create multiple paragraphs by using the P tag. You may use the P tag every time you want to create a new paragraph. So here we have written the first and second paragraph. You can use the browser to see how it looks. Now let's say we want to have this sentence in the next line but in the same paragraph. What do we do then? We can use the line break tag for this. Now let's go back to our document and see how to use this tag. So a line break tag looks like this. It's a single tag and does not appear in a pair. So you can put a BR tag within the P tag to create a separate line within the same paragraph or anywhere else where you need to have some text in a new line. Let's see how it looks. So that was all about this video. Interesting, right? Click on next to learn more about HTML tags.